EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. They'll run. It's Hilliard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. Play fake. Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. That's complete to Demetrius Harris, the tight end. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Demetrius Harris, 61 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at the 20. Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money, because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Hilliard. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, 32 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it a second down. They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On first down, Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Hey, exit. Max 42, Max 42. Watch the run. Hurry, hurry,
Following the interception, Mayfield. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
152 fighter.
On second down now, Hilliard. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
180.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
After the interception, here's Ryan. On the shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Here's Ryan to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Charles, with that incompletion, I want to step back for a second, just talk about the quarterbacks this year. It's an interesting stat that you and I were looking at before the game. 40 quarterbacks have been used in the first. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
Alpha. Check three.
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10.
53. We got 5.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Flushed out right. He'll find Jones again, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Now Ryan on 1st down. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there at 22. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. Now Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's got some space here. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. That's going to be a 103-yard kickoff return. What a run. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
Well, let's be honest. A lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
Exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Space. Check tight. Go, Mike. Hey, team 6.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got him in. It's Freeman. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Ryan will throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Freeman.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to...
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On 3rd down, Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Hey, alert, 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 alert!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it online, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Kill.
On second down, Freeman. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Ryan. Rolling to his right. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line.
Kill. Gun. Slam. Space. Go. Ready to go.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Freeman again, a 1st down carry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Throwing on 2nd down, Ryan. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. Bryant's extra point up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. A little juke. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, come get a little bit closer this time.
Closer.
Yeah, you know, around. Get in the end zone first and foremost, but if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
180. Switch up. We got tight left. We got three, fellas. We got three. King.
From the 25 on second down, Mayfield. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble, and the Falcons grab it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now Ryan gets it off to Freeman. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. From midfield now, here's Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On first down, Ryan. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10.
Check 9, check 8, right.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
44's Mike. Check.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with an extra point. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Mayfield now. Caught left side, it's Beckham. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Mayfield to throw it, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll run again with Hilliard. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Mayfield to throw.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Mayfield. over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Regular.
Now Mayfield. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So now it's 4th down and short, and whatever they do, run or pass it, they've got to pick up the first here.
Yeah, and you mentioned running it. That is still an option, but as you also said, they've got to do it quickly and get back to the line of scrimmage.
Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Watch the shit. Watch the shit. Hey, watch the shit. Check 45, come on. Check 45, come on. What? Get off the field.
He may try and run for this. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Here's Mayfield. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Throwing, Mayfield, and he's in.